Welcome to our Asian Star Trend channel. Today we have the following news, hope you and your friends follow along. This couple officially announced their breakup. They were sweet in the drama but hurt each other outside. Who is feeling sad about the expired sweetness? The love was real and so was the parting today. We revisit one of the most unforgettable on-screen couples in the world of Chinese short dramas, Lee Ruoki and Shen. They never needed an official announcement. Their chemistry said it all. Together, they ignited screens, dominated trending charts, and captured the hearts of a generation. Their every glance was electric, every banter felt unscripted. Viewers didn't just watch them, they believed in them off-screen. Rumors swirled. Were they just brilliant actors, or was there something more? The line between fiction and reality blurred. Fan forums lit up with theories, slow-motion analyses of behind-the-scenes giggles, and screenshots of subtle gestures that whispered of affection. Then came the silence. No drama, no scandal, just distance. They drifted apart like characters from a poignant final scene. No bitter words. Just a quiet unfollow, and a lingering question, what happened? Yet what makes their story so enduring isn't just the romance. It's the way it mirrors real life, how even the most magical connections can fade with time, and how two people can love each other deeply, but still walk away, at times funny, at times achingly real. The story of Lee Ruoki and Shen reminds us that not all endings are tragic, some are simply honest. And in that honesty, there's a kind of beauty. So we laugh, we cry, we rewatch the classics and walk away with something more than entertainment. A memory. A lesson. A little ache in the heart that feels strangely good, because sometimes, the most powerful stories are the ones that never needed to be told out loud. 20 dramas. 0 confirmations. Infinite chemistry in the ever-evolving landscape of Chinese short dramas. Few pairings have captured the audience's imagination quite like Shen and Lee Ruoki. With 20 collaborations under their belt, they've become a legendary screen couple. Despite never once confirming a real-life romance even in joint live streams, their interactions are often restrained, almost distant. But that's precisely what makes it so captivating. There's an undeniable intimacy that simmers beneath the surface, an unspoken bond that feels more authentic than any grand declaration. It's a mystery that has turned viewers into detectives. Every side glance, every lingering pause, every behind-the-scenes smirk becomes a clue. And just when fans think they've seen it all, a single moment like the now iconic one-arm lift scene sends the internet into a frenzy. Yes, the height difference is striking. Their energies contrast like fire and ice. But perhaps that's the magic. It's in the gentle way he adjusts his stance to lift her, the way she instinctively leans in, micro-movements that scream comfort and trust. Even passers-by, those who claim not to follow drama gossip, find themselves pausing to say, that couple just feels different. They are sweet without trying, romantic without effort. Their dynamic is the kind that lingers in your memory, long after the final scene fades. And maybe that's the secret. It's not about public confessions or choreographed moments. It's about a connection that simply feels real in an era of fast love and fabricated headlines. Shen and Lee Ruoki remind us, the most compelling stories are the ones that leave space for imagination. Fans dreamed of a love story. Instead, they got a heartbreak. For years, the question lingered in the air, were Shen and Lee Ruoki more than just co-stars? With 20 on-screen pairings and undeniable chemistry, fans clung to hope. Every shared smile, every behind-the-scenes moment, felt like another clue pointing to something real. But when rumors of a breakup surfaced earlier this year, the fairy tale began to crack, and then came the shock. The pair chose to address their relationship publicly for the first time, not to confirm their love, but to announce their separation. The news hit like a punch to the gut. CP fans, who had patiently waited for a confession of love, instead found themselves mourning a love that, until that moment, had never been openly acknowledged. Social media was flooded with heartbreak. My heart shattered, one fan wrote. I never needed them to admit they were in love, I just needed to believe it was real. Memes turned mournful, fan edits took on a nostalgic tone, and entire communities grieved as though they'd lost something personal, because in a way, they had. Shen and Lee Ruoki weren't just a screen couple. They represented a kind of quiet, slow-burning connection that felt increasingly rare in today's performative world. The lack of drama, the understated bond, it all felt honest, and maybe that's why the breakup stung so deeply. It reminded fans that even the most beautiful stories sometimes don't get a happy ending. Still, there's something powerful in their honesty. In a culture that often demands fairy tales, they gave us truth, and truth, though painful, has its own kind of grace. Even expired sweetness still lingers on the tongue. Though Sheni and Lee Ruoki are no longer a pair on or off screen, their moments together remain etched in the hearts of fans. Rewatching their scenes now, one can't help but smile through the sting. The way they looked at each other, the easy rhythm of their exchanges, the small details that once felt casual now feel precious. It's a rare kind of nostalgia, tender, a little bittersweet, but undeniably beautiful. Those were the days of smiling through tears, of laughing while quietly hoping. And while the fairy tale didn't end the way many had wished, there's no denying the magic that once existed. Like a favorite dessert long past its expiration date, their sweetness may be behind us, but its taste still lingers, comforting in its own way, because real connections, however fleeting, leave behind more than memories. They leave behind feeling. And sometimes, that's more than enough. At first glance, Sheni's looks are confusing, in the most fascinating way. With his tall frame, composed demeanor, and mature energy, many assumed he was one of those suave older man types. But to everyone's surprise, official records reveal he was born in 1999, the same year as Lee Ruoki. Turns out, some people are just born husbands coded. Best known for his domineering CEO roles, Sheni exudes a quiet authority that captivates. There was even a short drama involving a con artist storyline, where his aura felt tailor-made for a sophisticated villain. Dressed in a tailored suit, with glasses perched just right, he's the perfect picture of a well-mannered menace. Admittedly, he may not be everyone's visual type. But between his commanding height, natural charisma, and that unique screen presence, it's hard not to be drawn in. The sharp contrast in height and aura between him and his female co-stars adds an undeniable tension, a kind of unspoken chemistry that pulses beneath the surface. Off-screen, Sheni is surprisingly down-to-earth. Watching his live streams reveals a lighter, more affable side, refreshing and sincere, far from the overly polished image one might expect. He even once responded swiftly to online negativity aimed at his female co-stars, emphasizing respect and professionalism. And post-breakup with Lee Ruoki, his behavior remained admirably measured. Both parties urged fans not to fuel hate or speculation, choosing dignity over drama. It was a masterclass in grace under public scrutiny. Lee Ruoki, meanwhile, is nothing short of a modern short drama beauty icon. With timeless features that suit both historical and contemporary roles, she was reportedly the belle of her performing arts school. Emotionally steady, warm, and effortlessly charming, her reputation precedes her, that is, until you find out she's from Northeast China. Yes, the sweet girl has serious northern spice, and it shows in her talent, tenacity, and the way she commands any room she enters. In many of Lee Ruoki's works, there's one recurring presence: Sheni. From the early days of their careers, the two frequently portrayed adorable, love-struck characters, often leading fans to joke that they were fulfilling the baby-making KPI of the short drama industry. But as charming as those roles were, the oversaturation of similar storylines eventually led to creative fatigue for both audiences and the actors themselves. It's no surprise, then, that the pair gradually began turning down scripts that leaned too heavily on formulaic tropes. Some viewers speculated that Lee Ruoki's romantic involvement with Sheni may have influenced her script choices. But if you look closely at their career rhythms, the truth appears far more nuanced. It was a shared decision, rooted in mutual respect and thoughtful discussion. It wasn't about right or wrong, but about balance. About protecting both their individual growth and their relationship. During the live stream where they finally addressed their relationship status, the pair made one thing clear: if the right project comes along in the future, they won't shy away from working together again. There's no need for avoidance. They're professionals, and more importantly, adults capable of separating work from personal history. For now, their paths may diverge, each focusing on their own careers, but the door remains open. If fate permits, they may yet meet again, not as lovers, perhaps, but as artists who once shared something rare, and still carry that respect forward.